Here we are, 5 minutes with head coach of the BGSU baseball team, Danny Schmitz. And head coach, hey, we got a great performance out of Kevin Leady last weekend against Eastern Michigan. Went 7 1/3, struck out a career-high 10 hitters, and many think, statistically anyway, that could be our number one starter. So just the way that he's playing recently, what does he mean to this program?
Well, it's nice to have Kevin back after a year off. He had Tommy John last year and, of course, missed the entire 09 season. So getting Kevin back and getting him back in the starting rotation has been huge for our team. And you're right, Ryan. Last week he threw a heck of a game against Eastern Michigan by going 7 1/3 innings, striking out 10, and basically had command of all three of his pitches, which was huge for us.
And so next week, or excuse me, this upcoming weekend, Ball State comes into town. The matchup that many people may be looking forward to is Ball State's Colburn Vitek and Kevin Leady facing off in Game 3 on Sunday. What do you think that matchup's going to be like? Will the people be getting a pretty good show?
Well, there's no doubt about it. Vitek's an outstanding pitcher as well as an outstanding position player too. So he's a dual guy, and Kevin's throwing the ball very well. But to be perfectly honest with you, we're worried about Friday's game. So Brendan Smith, and Brendan's been throwing very well of late also, and we're going to need a great performance out of him also.
Well, let's skip back to last weekend against Eastern Michigan. It seemed like all three games you guys were right there, and then two heartbreaking losses, both come from behind victories late in the game for Eastern, but the guys battled tough and then came back on Sunday and came back with a big win in Game 3. So what is the philosophy, what is the message that you're sending to these guys, especially after that series?
Well, we just tell the guys at this time of the year, especially in Mid-American Conference play, we play them one game at a time. And you are totally correct there with two heartbreaking losses, one on Friday, one on Saturday, and everything. But that's what we told the boys. Hey, we're playing them one at a time. That Sunday's game was going to be a character game. And I thought our guys responded very, very well. It was a very hard-fought game, but to come away with 4-3 victory, it was probably one of our better games of the year.
And so going back into this series against Ball State, you got the 2009 Western regular season champions, as well as obviously you guys being the Eastern regular season champions. This is probably going to be some of the best quality baseball that you guys play, being the Ball State is also selected to be in the top two teams in the conference. So what do you expect this weekend from that team?
Well, Ball State's going to be a very well-coached team. Greg Beals has done a great job there. They've had a fine program. Right now they're playing very well. They're 5-1 in the conference, and we're struggling a little bit. So once again, our philosophy is just going to be to concentrate on Game 1 on Friday, and we need to bring our A game, and that's what I'll be telling the boys at the end of practice today. You got to bring your A game when you're playing a team like Ball State, because they're going to be ready to battle, and we got to be ready to battle right with them.
Can you give us a little bit of a scouting report on Ball State, what to expect from this team?
Well, it looks like their pitching's doing very well right now. I think they're in the top 3 as far as the conference goes, pitching-wise. I think their team ERA is a little over 5, so their fielding is right up there too with the team, with the conference leaders and everything. They're hitting .280, but they're going to be a very solid, a very fundamental offensive squad. So, like I said, they're going to be good, and we're going to have to play our best baseball.
Now, last season, Bowling Green actually swept Ball State in their 3-game series. So, what is different about last year's Ball State team that you may see and prepare for this weekend?
Well, last year they were 3 hard-fought games. We just caught a break here or there, and and it just and that's the way it's going to be. When you get into conference play, like I said, you better be ready to execute. And the team that usually makes the least amount of mistakes, the team that is fundamentally sound, is usually the one that has an opportunity to win the ball game. And Ryan, you've heard me say it time and time again. Pitching, defense, and hitting. You got to have the 3 phases, and there's no doubt about it. The pitching and defense gives you an opportunity to win. You must have those, all right. Then hopefully you can execute enough on offense that you can come out on top. So that's what the Falcons have to do. That's what we have to concentrate on, playing our baseball.
This is head coach of the BG baseball team, Danny Schmitz, and you've mentioned hitting, coach, and one hitter that is on your roster right now is right among the nation's tops in active hitting streak. TJ Blanton, 17 games strong with at least 1 hit. And so for TJ, what does this mean and for this program in the lineup?
Well, that's great for TJ. He's off to a great start, no doubt about that. He has been our most consistent hitter, which is big. In fact, he's been swinging so well, we've been moving him up in the lineup, because really his whole career he's been a number 9-hole hitter, but he's hit anywhere from 2nd to 5th, in the lineup and everything. So, but now what we got to do, we got to get the rest of our guys going here. We got to get the Derek Spencers, the Tyler Elkins, the Denny Vaughns, Logan Measler. We got to get healthy. We got to get these guys going, because those are, that's the meat of our order there. and we really need to get those people going.
Well, hopefully we'll get to see all those guys active in the lineup, see them hitting, and the pitchers pitching well this weekend. Obviously, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Bowling Green will be playing Ball State. 3 o'clock first pitch on Friday here at Warren E. Steller Field. Come out, see the Falcons, and hopefully get TJ hitting 18, 19, and 20 games strong.
Yeah, well, let's just count on one game at a time there, Ryan. Okay, appreciate you having me on, and I think it's going to be a great weekend for baseball, and baseball fans, come on out and see the Falcons.
All right, this has been head coach of the BGSU baseball team, Danny Schmitz.